The bar was called Ember Coil. It clung to the side of the space station like a scar that refused to heal. Neon scales flickered across the entrance sign. Smoke drifted out every time the doors slid open. The kind of place where debts changed hands. The kind of place where screams were, swallowed by music. Lera worked there. She stood behind the counter with a tray balanced on one clawed hand. Her scales were deep red with gold veins. Her horns curved back in a graceful arc. Her tail flicked when she moved. Dragonfolk were rare this far from the inner sectors. She kept her wings folded tight, not from shame. From habit, every shift was survival. Tonight was worse. 3 alien gangsters sat at the center table. Threxian brutes, tall, wide, 6 arms each. Metal rings drilled into their flesh. Their laughter shook the glasses. They had already drunk half the bar dry. Lera approached with another round. She kept her eyes down. She always did. One of them grabbed her tail hard. She froze. The bar went quiet for half a second. Then the music swallowed it again. The Threxian leaned close. His breath stank of fermented fuel. "Nice scales," he said. "Bet they peel pretty." Lera did not answer. Another hand traced her wing joint. Slow, deliberate. "You should smile," he said. "Customers like that?" Her claws tightened around the tray. Fire burned behind her eyes. She swallowed it down. "Fire costs extra," she said. Laughter exploded around the table. A credit chip slapped onto the bar. Then another. Then another dance, they said. Lera stepped back. "I am a waitress," she said. A hand slammed the counter. Cracks spidered across the surface. "You are whatever we say tonight." That was when the human looked. Up he sat in the corner booth, alone, back to the wall. He wore civilian clothes, simple grey jacket. Worn boots. At his feet lay a German shepherd. The dog was old, grey around the muzzle, scar on one ear, eyes sharp. The human sipped water. Not alcohol, he watched. That was all. The Threxians noticed him. One of them sneered. "What is that pet?" The human did not answer. The dog lifted its head, ears forward. Lera saw the leash. She felt a strange flicker of hope. Then she crushed it. Hope gets you burned. The gangsters turned back to her. The largest one stood, tall as the ceiling. He grabbed her wrist. "Hard, you dance now." The bartender looked away. The patrons stared into their drinks. Lera felt her control slip. A spark escaped her. Nostrils, tiny, brief. The Threxian laughed, cute. That was when the dog stood. No bark, no growl, just a step forward. The human placed one. Hand on the leash, easy. "Rex," he said. His voice was calm, flat. The Threxian laughed again. "Look, the pet thinks he matters." He shoved Lera. She stumbled. A glass shattered. The spark became a flame. The human stood slowly. He was not tall, not imposing, but something changed. The air felt heavier. He walked toward the table. Rex followed at heel. The turned. "What do you want, little mammal?" The human stopped. One step away. "Let her go," he said. The gangsters laughed. "Or what?" The human did not raise his voice. "Or you will leave." The biggest Threxian leaned close. "Or what?" The human looked him in the eyes. "I will make you." Silence. Spread this time, real silence. The swung fast. The human moved faster. He stepped inside the arc, twisted, pulled. A joint popped. The Threxian screamed, "Rex!" Lunged. He clamped onto a lower arm. Shook once. Let go. Blood sprayed. The bar erupted. Chairs fell. People ran. To Gangsters charged. The human moved like memory. Like training burned into bone. He used the table, the wall, their momentum. A knee. An elbow. A twist. Rex guarded his flank, snapping, controlling space. One gangster reached for a weapon. The human drew first. Not a gun, a blade. Short, military, one strike. Non-lethal. Precise, the gangster dropped. The last one hesitated. He saw the dog. He saw the human. He ran. The biggest Threxian crawled, begging. The human crouched. "Leave this station," he said. "Do not come back." The Threxian fled. The bar was silent again. Lera stared. Her wrist hurt. Her pride hurt more. The human turned to her. "Are you hurt?" he asked. She shook her head. "Thank you," she said. Nodded. Rex sat. Tail wagged once. The bartender finally spoke. "You did not have to do." The human met his eyes. "Yes, I did." Security sirens wailed in the distance. The human turned to leave. "Wait," Lera said. He stopped. "Why?" he asked. "Why help?" He looked down at Rex, then back at her. "Because once I did not," he said. "Because I was trained never to look away again." She saw the scars then. On his hands. On his neck. Soldier scars. Earth soldier. They left. Together. The corridor lights were dim. The station smelled of oil and ozone. Lera walked beside them. She did not know why. "What is your name?" she asked. "Mark," he said. "This is Rex?" She bowed slightly. "I am Lera." He smiled, small, tired. "You should not work there," he said. "Must," she replied. "I send money home." He stopped to wear Ashara Prime. His expression changed. "I was there," he said, "during the siege." Her eyes widened. "You are human. You fought the coalition." "Yes, you burned our skies." "Yes, she." TENSED. Rex leaned against her leg. Warm, steady. Mark spoke. "I also pulled children from rubble. I carried dragon hatchlings out of fire. I do not regret stopping tyrants. I regret every innocent hurt." Lera breathed out slow. "Then you understand," she said. He nodded. They walked at the docking ring. He stopped. "This is my ship," he said. "Old, reliable. Rex boarded first." He turned back. "Come with us," he said. She stared. "What? At least until you decide." "I am just a waitress." "You are more," he said. She looked at her claws. Her wings. "I breathe fire." "So do engines," he said. She laughed. For the first time in years. She stepped aboard. The ship lifted. Below them, Ember Coil shrank. Lera watched it fade. Mark sat at the console. Rex lay between them. She felt safe. Not because of strength, because someone chose to stand. Stories spread fast in the weeks that followed. Word traveled about a human soldier and his old war dog, about a dragon woman who no longer bowed, about how monsters learned. Fear not from fire, but from loyalty, from discipline, from a man who watched, then stood, and a dog who never left his side. Humanity did not roar, it acted, and the galaxy noticed. Asterisk.